if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Hey Mark, the podcast where I, Mark, get to have open and authentic conversations about things like mental health and self-development. The reason I started this podcast is kind of try to alleviate some of the suffering that's happening out there in silence, because there's people out there that maybe don't know which words to use to describe what they're going through, who to talk to, or how to start the conversation, whether they want to talk to someone professional or maybe someone in their personal lives, whatever it could be. I'm just trying to start these conversations and try and help other people know that no matter what it is, you know, that you are going through personally in your life, you're not alone, and life can and will get better for you. And so that's my message for you. If you're down with that kind of message, you're probably going to enjoy this podcast. If you're not down with that message and you think that people should suffer in silence, then this podcast probably isn't for you, and you should probably go and listen to something else. So, that being said, now that we've addressed that, let's jump into what it is I actually wanted to chat about today, which is self-development. And so I've had a lot of people, ask me this question, and I hate when people say that, because it's kind of just like a segue into saying whatever you want. But anyways, I actually have had a couple people ask me this kind of question. What is self-development? What does it look like? Should I be participating in self-development? Should I be trying to develop myself or improve myself? Why should I try and improve myself? And is this something that I should only do when I'm suffering, when I'm hurting, etc.? And so I had a conversation with a friend a long time ago. This person really isn't even in my life anymore, and that's not something that I actually decided to have happen. I like this person and I enjoy their company and I enjoy talking to them. But a long time ago, they asked me when they had seen my bookshelf, what is this fixation on, bettering yourself? Do you think that it's healthy to always feel like you should improve or feel like there's something missing from your life? And they were kind of just not ragging on the idea of self-development, but they just didn't really understand it. And to be honest, this person has come around, and I don't see that through our conversation. I see that through their social media, actually. When I look at their life, they are participating in self-development. They just don't really know it. And so self-development for me, I don't really think that it's something that just someone with depression or anxiety or any other mental illness or whatever they're going through, I don't think you have to be suffering to want to participate in self-development, because what is self-development at the end of the day? It's just improving the quality of your own life. And I think that no matter who you are, there is some beauty in being able to, find happiness or complacency or be able to be satisfied with the quality of your life. I think that there is beauty in that, and I think that there is something behind that. I think we all do need to kind of take a look at our lives and appreciate the things that we have and show more gratitude and just kind of be able to enjoy the things that we're kind of experiencing or enjoy the things in life that we do have. That's not what I'm saying when I'm talking about mental health or self-development or self-improvement. It's not always this constant battle of not being happy and wanting to improve. It's being in a mindset where you want to be more aware of your life. You want to be more aware of your behaviors, maybe your actions or your habits. Self-development truly is exactly what it sounds like. It's just developing oneself. And I think that understanding that we although we do have to enjoy our lives and be able to be grateful for what we have, we also have to understand that there always is more that we can enjoy in life, and there always is more that we can do to make our lives a better quality of life. And so, who do I think should be participating in self-development? I think everyone should be trying to develop themselves or try and improve themselves, because we all have these weird little, I wouldn't even say flaws, but areas that we can improve on. And it's not improving on in a selfish way like, I'm going to make more money so I can have more money. It's more improving on yourself so that when you do go through bad times, maybe you are better prepared. And when you do have maybe people that are having stressful situation in their lives, then you're able to help them through that, or help them cope with that, or just be able to offer an ear. I actually do have an episode coming out pretty quick. It's probably going to be the next couple episodes. It's talking more about being selfish to be selfless. So if you are interested in that kind of message, stay tuned, because there is an episode like that coming up. But I think that everyone should be striving towards some sort of improvement for themselves, but not for themselves, but to better their community or the people's lives that are around them, that they exist with, that they communicate with on a daily basis. And so what does mental health, or what does self-development look like? Self-development looks like improving your brain, improving your mind, your quality of your thoughts. It also entails improving your body, making sure that you're healthier. Not just, losing body fat or gaining muscle, but I mean actually healthier. When you're taking care of your body, of course, exercise comes into play, but we're also talking about nutrition or stretching, or just making sure that your body functions properly. If you have any injuries, addressing that and not letting them not catering to your injuries, not saying, oh, I have a bad back, so I'm doing, I'm only going to do this. It's like, why don't you want to improve your bad back? That's always an option as well. We kind of think that we're limited. And if I heard this in a book recently, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. And so that goes with, physical things like your body, but it also goes into mental things, your mindset as well, but also spiritually. So that's kind of the last part of, self-development. The way that I look at it is the last component is spirituality. And kind of understanding where you stand in this universe, whether you want to look for a God or a creator, or you just want to kind of understand the universal powers that be. But just kind of coming to terms with that, I can't really walk you through that journey, because that is something that's individualized. But the reason why that last one, that spiritual one, is so important is because, for a lot of people that maybe don't have someone significant in their life, that could be your why, your purpose to keep going, your why behind the what. And so when should mental toughness or self-development be taking place? In my eyes, that's a daily thing. Whether you want to, spend some time in the morning improving your life, or you want to spend some time in the evening being a little bit more reflective. I find that when I do these things, the quality of my life goes up, and I'm able to enjoy the good things in my life, and I'm able to understand that the bad things are just temporary. On a small scale, like eating well or working out hard or anything like that, it's difficult to do, and I don't want to do it on a daily basis. And it's painful and it's uncomfortable. But it helps me understand a couple of different processes that occur in life, like the fact that things are temporary, even when they suck, and even when they feel like they're not going to end. A 45-minute workout that I don't want to do, it sucks for 45 minutes, but after the fact, I feel so good. I feel like I've made an investment in my health. I feel better about myself. And it also teaches me that uncomfortability is how we develop, is how we grow. And that's kind of what I'm trying to, the message I'm trying to portray for you guys today, is that that's what self-development is. Because life is going to throw you curveballs. You're going to suffer in this life. It's inevitable. We all will. But you can kind of choose your own suffering. And the way that I look at it, I'd rather front load all my own suffering, and I'd rather do it on my own terms. That's just kind of the way that I am. I don't want to suffer when life chooses. I want to suffer when I choose. And if I choose to make myself struggle or suffer or have difficult times, or if I make myself uncomfortable voluntarily every single day, when life tries to make me uncomfortable, when life tries to throw struggles my way, I've already been making myself struggle in those ways already. And my body's adapted and my mind's adapted so that it doesn't feel as uncomfortable. It kind of helps me cope with the tough times that life throws at me. And so you might ask, if I'm not suffering right now, why would I want to be, engaging in self-development or self-improvement? That would be my answer, is because, maybe your life is perfect right now, but what happens when life does throw you one of those fucked up curveballs? I talk about very simple struggles in my podcast, like, the struggle of not wanting to work out, or the struggle of, having tough conversations, or what have you. But we all know that life is going to throw us fucked up curveballs, like the loss of a family member, the loss of a job, or the loss of your livelihood, or anything that could happen, like anything that could happen in your your physical, medical health. And you want to be able to prepare your mind for going through these struggles, and understanding that these struggles don't take away from you, they add to you. They add strength, they add courage, they add formidability. Is that a word? To make yourself more formidable against these struggles. And so that would be my answer to you if you're wondering why you might want to try and indulge in these things. You could look at them as sacrifices, or you could look at them as investments in yourself. And so self-development or improvement kind of is all-encompassing. And it's going to happen. Life's going to force it on you if you don't force it on yourself. So I think that the best course of action is to try and take these daily habits and behaviors and make them exactly that. Make them a daily thing. Because like I said, you can choose your own suffering. You can suffer on your own terms, or you can suffer at the peril of at life's hands, or whenever God or the universe or life wants to make you suffer. You can choose to suffer before on your own, or you can choose to stay unmoved until life wants to move you. And so that's kind of the way I'm going to end it today, because I'm just kind of figuring this out myself, or I'm figuring out how to put words to it the best that I can, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. So if you maybe have your own thoughts of what self-development is, if you have your own kind of thoughts of what improvement is, then I want you to share them. If you follow me on Instagram, then share them with me in a DM, or share them in a comment on one of my posts. If you're watching the video of this, my Instagram is at Mark D. Henriksen. It'll be at the bottom of the screen right here. If you're listening to the audio version, the podcast version, it'll be in the show notes below. So yeah, reach out to me and let me know what you think self-development or improvement is. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And that's pretty much all that's going on. It's kind of like a rainy morning right now, and I'm just sitting here and recording, and I'm just having a chat with you guys. So, what else is new? Alec Baldwin shot someone and killed someone, and that's pretty fucked up. And that's pretty much the only news thing I can think of off the top of my head. So if you want me to cover any news stories, you can send those in as well. We could even revive the old Hey Mark kind of segment, where you could even send in any clips of you maybe asking a question or saying something. But let's get engaged, guys. I want to hear from you. I appreciate when you guys reach out to me. It means the world to me. So that's all I got for today. That's your little dose of my little scrambled ADHD brain. But that's what self-development is to me. That's what self-improvement is to me. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. I hope that you enjoyed my perspectives, my little brain dump, my little thought experiment right now. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe it brought you a new perspective. Maybe it entertained you to hear me kind of think about these things, or just stumble through my words. But that's how my brain works. Really slowly and barely functioning. And I'm trying to improve that. So thank you for supporting my journey. I'm trying to support you in your journey. And let's grow together. That's it. So that's it for this episode. It's just a little short and sweet one. it wasn't really the most clean or uncut, or I guess it was uncut, or maybe it's cut. I don't know. I haven't edited this yet, but I know I should have probably written this out or planned it better, but now you guys just get to hear how my brain works. So that's that. Thank you so much for supporting this. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for the love and the support that I get from you guys. But that's it. That's all I got. So thank you so much. Share the show. Help me grow. Much love. And peace out, motherfuckers.